What if your trades had battle stories?
Meet your AI trading warriors from the legendary Mahabharata.
These weren't just tools, they were extensions of power.
Same DNA, different battlefield.
Because conquering markets never goes out of style.
Every trade tells a story of a warrior.
Victory is in your hands.
Can we make easy money with swing trading?
Okay, one of the myth in stock market there is something called as easy money. But yes, one can make plenty of money if you have proper knowledge and strategy.
What exactly is swing trading?
We are riding upon those stocks or those buses which are fundamentally good and those are ready to run in the short time. You don't have to wait for months and years for swing trading profits.
Whom is this swing trading really for?
So if you look all the rich people around you, there is one thing very common in all of them. They all have multiple sources of income. So this is for someone who is actively working in a job or in a business or even as a homemaker but want to generate an additional sources of income.
So, can you explain us what is Bheem AI?
Many people don't know that there is something called as Regulation 30 of the SEBI which mandates this listed company to inform any important news.
So, what is this Arjun AI for? Wow, Prakash, that ad was quite something. Bheem, Arjun, Karan, and Sanjay as AI trading avatars sounds like a Bollywood sci fi movie.
Well, that ad isn't just a creative storytelling. These AI avatars are real and they are working for us as we speak.
Okay, so tell me honestly, Prakash, can we make easy money with swing trading?
Okay, one of the myth in stock market is that there is something called as easy money. So no, there is nothing called as easy money. But yes, one can make plenty of money if you have proper knowledge and strategy.
Okay, so what is the truth then? Because every second person I meet claims that they are making money with swing trading, but their bank account has a different story to tell.
Let's understand this by an example.
Okay,
Now, suppose 10 years back, if you have to go to any place locally, so first you have to go to a taxi stand
right.
or a rickshaw stand, and then you have to negotiate the price with the driver. Now, depending upon his mercy, you could onboard his vehicle. Then came Ola and Uber with technology. Now, today you can pre book your cab, you can check the driver's rating, you can, uh, you know already what's the price, or even you can predict when the driver is going to come to you. So, what seems an impossible today is possible with the help of technology and process.
Okay, so we are saying that swing trading is already having its Uber movement.
That's correct. So earlier, swing trading was like those old taxi operator days where you had to depend upon either your broker or tips from your friends or some influencer on YouTube. But today, with the emergence of AI
Mm-hmm.
and data, you can easily predict which stocks are favorable for swing trading, what should be the entry condition, what should be the exit condition. And with this, you can systematically grow your capital.
Okay, so you are saying that there is a methodology to this madness.
Indeed, there is.
Okay, so let us understand from the basics. What exactly is swing trading? And please give some real life example for this.
Okay. So let's assume that if you have to go from Pune to Mumbai
Right.
via bus, so you go to Pune bus station and there you see plenty of buses standing over there. Some are AC, some are non AC. Some has a fixed departure time and others don't. Now tell me something, which bus would you choose?
I will take the bus which is leaving immediately because we don't know the timings for the other buses.
That's exactly swing trading. We are riding upon those stocks or those buses which are fundamentally good and those are ready to run in the short time, in a matters of weeks or days. Not you don't have to wait for months and years for swing trading profits.
Okay. So we are waiting for the buses which are ready to move, which means the companies, the good companies which are ready to roll out.
That's correct. So we are investing into those stocks which are having momentum or is about to run in near future, and we ride those stocks. And once the momentum slows down, we book our profits and then get down of that stocks. Then we hop on to another bus or another stocks which are ready to run fast.
Okay. So let us understand this more nicely. Whom is this swing trading really for? So my cousin, he's an IT manager. He works 10 hours daily. So barely he has some time to breathe. Can he do this?
Okay. So if you look all the rich people around you, there is one thing very common in all of them. They all have multiple sources of income. So this is for someone who is actively working in a job or in a business or even as a homemaker, but want to generate an additional sources of income. So yes, it is for your people like your brother or anyone who wants to generate an additional sources of income, grow their capital and become rich.
Okay. But they don't have time to track news, monitor each and every chart, or monitor price tick. So can they do that?
They don't need to. So all the hard work is done by our AI avatars, and which we are going to discuss. They need to do is spend 10 minutes in a week to
Okay.
understand what it is, and then just systematically get into it.
Okay. So this is interesting. Let us understand the Mahabharata logic behind this. So can you explain us what is Bheem AI?
Okay, so if you recollect, Beam stands for strength,
Right.
right? So out of the 5 to 6 thousand unique stocks on both NSE and BSE, Bheem AI filters out all those stocks which are fundamentally good. So we are using this Bheem AI for doing the fundamental analysis in the stock market language. Now, what it does is that there are 10 parameters which we have given to this AI. For example, it checks whether the company is having a good balance sheet.
Okay.
Is the P ratio favorable? Is the return on investment good? So, is there an FII or DII investment? It is. What is the promoters holding? So, it scans all these 6,000 stocks on these parameters and filter out only 500 stocks which are
Okay.
fundamentally good and which we are going to use it in the further analysis.
Okay. So what is this Arjun AI for?
Okay. So if you remember the story of Guru Dronacharya, where he took a test of his students, he hung a bird on the tree and then he asked all his students to take a aim at the eye of the bird.
Right.
Many of his students got distracted. Even some were seeing leaves, some were seeing mountains, trees. But it was Arjun who was very focused, and he was only able to see the eye of the bird. Now that focus made him one of the greatest warrior of all time.
Indeed.
We have built our Arjun AI inspired from Arjun's character for doing the technical analysis. Now what we do is we take a dump from trading view of different time frames, let's say 1 week, 1 day and 4 hours, which are favorable for swing trading. Along with that, we take the chart images and we dump all these information into the Arjun AI. Now, very precisely, just like Arjun, this AI does a technical analysis for us
Okay.
and it tells us whether that particular stock is good for swing trading. It identifies the favorable setups, which is very difficult to do humanly.
Okay. So as we understand, we are already done with the fundamental analysis and the technical analysis. So why do we need the other AI warriors?
Okay. So one of my favorite movies, Dil Chahta Hai,
Okay.
especially that scene where the three friends decides to go to Goa one day,
Yeah.
right? After watching that movie, many people got inspired and they made a plan to go to Goa along with their friends. So let's assume that if you decides to go to Goa along with your friends via flight, okay,
Okay.
so everything is ready. You show up to the Mumbai airport. There, you clear the immigration and you onboard the flight. But just before the flight takes off, the pilot announces that there is some technical glitch in the flight, and
Oh,
unfortunately, you have to offboard the flight.
okay.
Now, your trip is delayed, your plan gets ruined. So, the point which I'm trying to make here is that even if you do a good fundamental analysis and technical analysis, there are these corporate news which can impact the stock positively as well as negatively. Many people don't know that there is something called as Regulation 30 of the SEBI, which mandates this listed company to inform any important news in happening in their company to exchanges immediately. These are called as corporate announcements. So NSC and BSC made makes this information available to us on their website in the corporate announcement section. The problem there is that there are hundreds of information coming out very regularly. It's very difficult for manually to track these. Now, what are these information? These information is like, for example, if there is any dividend announcement, if there is any quarterly result, if there are any important board meetings happening, if there is any expansion in the foreign market, or if there is any litigation. So all this information impacts our stock price. So Karn AI, it scans all these information and identify what are the impact of these news or these announcement onto our shortlisted stocks.
Okay.
So that's what Karn AI does.
Okay. Indeed, it is a information which is very necessary. So why do we need the Sanjay AI here?
Okay, so before I answer that, let me ask you one question. When Sri Krishna was narrating the Bhagavad Gita on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, who all heard it?
Indeed, it was Arjun. But wait, was there someone else also?
There was. So there was someone called as Sanjay. Yeah, Sanjay was a trusted advisor of the blind king Dhritarashtra. Uh, he was blessed with a special power given by Ved Vyas. It's called as Divya Drushti.
Okay.
Because of which, by sitting in his palace, he used to see what's happening in the battlefield, and he was narrating that live to the blind king Dhritarashtra. Now, we got inspired from this, and we have built our Sanjay AI, which is doing a sentiment analysis for us. Now, sentiment analysis is a very important thing in the stock market. So, what we do is we already have our 500 stocks and we scan what's happening in the market. So, this AI, it reads hundreds and thousands of articles, reports, social media analysis, and there are some standard frameworks in the AI which are used for doing this sentiment analysis. So we have built this AI for purely for doing the sentimental analysis. So it identifies whether the sentiment is positive, whether it is negative, or whether it is neutral.
Okay. So now we have four AI avatars. So who makes the final call from these four?
None of them.
Okay.
So that's interesting actually. So what we have so far, we have 500 stocks on which we have done a fundamental
Right.
analysis. Then we did a technical analysis. Then we did a corporate news announcement analysis. And last but not least, we did a sentiment analysis. Now all this information is passed to a master AI,
Okay.
and the master AI compiles all this information. There is humongous data actually. Then it scans and compiles and analyze all this information, and then it gives a marks to each of these 500 stocks.
Okay.
And the one which is having the highest marks becomes our trade recommendation. Now there is a human element actually, of course, which I do. So I ensure that there is enough diversification in these 10 top 10 stocks, and we also check whether all that AI avatars have they done their job correctly or not. So uh, yeah, that's how it works.
Okay. So this isn't the usual trust me buy the stock methodology, but it is more like here's the strategy, your thesis, the entry, the exit. everything has been laid out properly. Is that a correct understanding?
That's correct. So this kind of analysis was or is being done by big institutions, but with the emergence of AI, retail traders can also get a benefit of these analysis.
Okay. So this is quite interesting, Prakash. So now, how do people join this? And is it required for people like me and our audiences to be techies to join this program?
Of course not. So as I said, that all the hard work is already done by our AI powered system. You don't need to be techie for doing this. There are two ways in which the people can connect with us.
Okay.
The first way is via small case. Now, small case is a wonderful platform if you have not used it before. It connects your broker account to the small case account. And there are thousands of people who are already onto small case currently.
Right.
Now, we have built our portfolio of these 10 stocks onto small case, and the links are in the description. You can check it and subscribe to it. So that's first way of connecting with us. So there is a second way as well. So people who don't want to use small case, so I call them as a DIY, that is do it yourself type of subscribers. So there you are going to get an weekly report, a research report in your inbox,
Okay.
and then by reading that report, you can easily take the entry and exits on your broker account. Now, for doing that, the subscribers will have to go onto our website and subscribe to this product. There is a small process of doing a KYC as regulated by SEBI. And once we are done with that, the next week you are going to get these research reports, which will not only have the list of these 10 stocks, but it
Okay.
will also have why we are recommending. So there is something called as a rationale behind recommending these stocks. So we provide that along with that. And yeah, you can get a benefit via these two ways.
Sure. This sounds very beneficial. But what about the pricing?
Okay. The pricing is transparent. It's mentioned on the small case platform as well as on our website. But remember, you are not only paying for the price, the stock prediction, you are paying this price for a systematic and a scientific research back strategy, and which is going to save you a lot of time. That time you can invest with your friends, with your family, on your
Sure.
health, and more importantly, you can invest that time in generating additional sources of income.
Okay. So this is like paying for a cricket coach. We do not pay them or approach them for scoring runs for us, but it is like he's guiding our game. Is that correct?
That's a perfect analogy.
Okay. And what about those intraday traders who are hooked upon the random tips? What would they get?
Okay. Intraday is altogether a different ball game. Okay, so we have developed a similar kind of a AI system for them. However, due to the nature of intraday, we, of course we don't provide the recommendations on the email.
Okay.
The recommendations are provided onto our Telegram channel, and if you want to get the benefit of it, people can subscribe to the Telegram channel link, and then they can get the benefit of it. The trades are very nimble and fast over here.
Okay.
So one has to be very quick and take the entry and exits as mentioned in our Telegram channel.
Okay. So, whether you are a busy professional or a careful DIY investor, always remember a research backed, rule first strategy anytime beats the blind guesswork. Links to subscribe are in the below description.
Well, and last but not least, one thing which I would like to add, that the Mahabharata war was not won only by power by Pandavas. Yeah, it was won by because there was a proper guidance. They had a strategy, and due to the timing, and that's what you can expect from us.
Sure. Like, share, and subscribe. And remember, always invest time in learning before investing in capital. Wishing you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Prakash.
Thank you.